Hello, it's Thomas from Parts Arts, and today we're making my first resin ball jointed doll on the channel. As you can see here, and if you follow my Instagram, I have already made a resin ball jointed doll, this Lucia by Alith Arts, who I will tag below. For this video, I'm going to be using the Lucia cabinet model yet again at a small scale. Let's see the first steps to me doing that. Okay, so I'm going to try and use sound for this bit. This is the design we're going for. So he's got quite a deep skin tone, which Elegoo doesn't make, and I haven't, sorry my cat's going crazy, I haven't experimented with other resins yet, so I'm going to stick with the beige from Elegoo, but I'm going to be using alcohol inks, and I looked up on the internet how to make a lighter skin tone darker, and it says to add blues and purples. To me, I would add brown, but I'm going to trust the internet, and then we'll go from there. So, okay, and now it is time to die. I'm going to start with the purple, just a little bit. Okay, Editor Thomas here. I have been looking through the footage, and there is just so much footage of me mixing resin, so there's going to be a jump cut, but short answer is I just mixed in the dye to the resin. Okay, so here's the final resin for the skin tone next to the clear red tail that I printed. I did the clear red tail when I wasn't planning on making this a YouTube video, so I don't have footage of that, but he has a clear red tail. The resin looks exactly the colour that I want it to be on the camera. It looks like a real skin tone, close enough, but when it ends up printing, it looks more grey. So now all the pieces are printed out. They are so cute and they're so small. I didn't actually quite register how small they were going to be until after I had printed them, but they're so nice and they have so much detail in them. Yeah, my printer did a really good job on this. If you're wondering, I have an Elegoo Mars 3 Pro and it works wonders. The back of the head has perfect circles made to fit in the magnets to attach the head cap, but because I scaled this down, they no longer fit the magnets that I had. So I went in with my Dremel and drilled in the holes to be bigger so that they would fit the magnets. Then I can just super glue them into place. Here's the assembled doll. I'm so happy with it. I didn't actually expect to be able to get it to work so well and have so much detail on such a small scale. Here is a quick scale comparison of all of my BJDs and also a Monster High doll next to them. Now it's time for eyes. I started by filling in my hemisphere molds with clear UV resin. I put a lighter over the top of it to heat up the bubbles so that there wouldn't be any bubbles in the final eye. Usually, to make inset eyes, I would put a piece of paper behind the eye with the design that I want, but this time I painted directly onto the back of the eye and I found it worked a lot better and it looked more realistic. Because I'm painting on the back of the eye, that means that all the details that would usually be on top need to be painted first, so you're kind of working from back to front so that all of the things that need to be seen aren't covered by the darker things that you'll put on after. Now it's time for my favourite part, the face up. But I didn't really do much for this one. Because I'm going for a boy doll with more masculine features, you can't really be too creative with the face up with this type of look because they will look more feminine. So all I did really was fill in the eyebrows and also darken the waterline with some acrylic paint, and that was basically it. At the moment I felt this doll was quite plain. I wanted to add lots of tattoos. I wanted glow-in-the-dark tattoos, almost reminiscent of bioluminescent fish that live in the deep sea. I thought this blended in quite well with his grey skin tone and clear tail. To make these tattoos glow in the dark, I first painted down a layer of teal paint and then went over that with a mix of glow in the dark and PVA glue. For this doll, I wanted a braided style, so to do that, I painted down brown lines where I wanted the hair to go. I then also painted small fine lines along those big lines to look like the hair is being pulled from the scalp. After working my way up from the nape of the neck with strands of black yarn, I can then start gluing it down to the lines that we just painted on. And with the finishing touches to the hairstyle, the doll is done. I'm so happy with how this doll came out, and it was an effect that I didn't expect to use but really liked in the end. Sorry if this video seems a bit all over the place and a bit short. I wasn't originally planning to make this doll a YouTube video, however, I still really like the doll. If you did too, please consider giving this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back for our regularly scheduled programming next week.